Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today in this particular video, I'm going to discuss about the roadmap to learn computer vision. Now, whenever I talk about computer vision, guys, at the end of the day, your input dataset will be in the form of images and video frames. So any application that you're probably developing when your input data is in the form of images or video frames, any type of image processing that we want to do, any type of deep learning solution that you really want to create, that all will definitely be coming in the part of the computer vision. And computer vision has a huge scope. There are many jobs available related to it, and there are many companies who are creating some amazing stuff with respect to computer vision. Now in this video, we'll try to focus on the entire roadmap. And again, guys, I usually first of all upload all the videos in my channel and then only I go with the roadmap. So whatever I'm showing you over here, some or the other way, the videos has been uploaded in my channel. Okay. So let's go ahead without wasting any time. If you're new to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe the channel, press the bell notification icon. So let's start with the basic thing. Whatever you study, guys, first thing is that you really need to cover up basics. Now in basics with respect to computer vision, what all things are getting included? One is programming language. Definitely you have to learn about Python, because Python has some amazing libraries. With the help of computer vision also, it has some amazing cool libraries through which you can do a lot of image processing. You can apply different filters also. Along with Python, again, the other basic thing that you really need to be strong is statistics. Why? Because statistics concepts will get applied in some of the techniques like image processing and some of the analysis with respect to images itself, right? So this too is must, basic things, right? Now, similarly, one more base you really need to cover, okay? And that is nothing but introduction to neural network. See, at the end of the day, whenever I say computer vision, right, some or the other way you're going to apply deep learning techniques like convolutional neural network, object detection and all, right? So for that, whatever technique you apply, let's say that tomorrow you want to run RNN also, right? These are the basic things. If you learn Hugging Face transformer, if you learn probably any advanced technique also, these are the basic things that you really need to be strong at. You need to know about loss function, optimizers like gradient descent, stochastic gradient descent, adagrad, RMS prop, Adam optimizers, different kind of activation function. And this is super must. This basics needs to be very strong before you go ahead. Because at the end of the day, some or the other thing will be getting used in deep learning techniques like wherever convolution neural network will be actually coming, right? And at the end of the day, we will be using convolution neural network or the advanced techniques like transfer learning or object detection whenever your input data set is in the form of images or video frames. Okay. Now coming to the next step here, the next thing is that you really need to understand how does artificial neural network work. Try to solve some of the end-to-end applications with the help of these all techniques what I've told in the base. And once you cover that, you'll be able to solve this. But now is the most and the important part with respect to computer vision. That is nothing but image processing. Now, what exactly is image processing? Let's say, guys, I've got an RGB image. I apply different filters, and I know that what kind of outputs I'll be able to get from that particular filters. It can be image masking, it can be object detection, it can be different things. So in short, image processing is a technique wherein you'll try to apply some different kind of filters on the top of images, and you'll be getting some kind of output of that specific image. It can be a shadow, it can be different filters, like there are filters like to find out the vertical lines, to find out round circle, many things as such, right? So this image processing will be able to help you with the entire image analysis. Okay. Now coming to the next one, convolutional neural network. Now whenever you really want to solve any problem like image classification, like how many images are there, what kind of image this is, not how many kind of image, but what image this is. Like suppose if I say there is an image of a cat, dog or monkey, it should be able to determine, right? For that, you definitely require convolution neural network. And again, I've created all this particular playlist in my deep learning playlist, which is super important. At the end of the day, in this also, your input is basically in the form of images. Now let's say that if you have got a video frame, right, then how you're basically going to get the input in the form of images? Then again, over there, you really need to apply image processing, because with the help of some of the libraries, which I'm going to talk about, what it is going to do, it is going to convert that video frames entirely into different images. Frame by frame, it will just try to do it. And how it is done? Again, by using some image processing techniques. again with the help of Python programming language, again with the help of some of the libraries, which I'm again going to talk about it. Okay, so coming to convolutional network, it will definitely help you to deal with the image classification problem statement. Then there is also called as transfer learning techniques, and these are some state of art algorithms which actually help you with image classification. Because most of the time people ask that, Krish, how many number of hidden layers I should use in convolutional neural network, how many number of convolution layer should I use it, how many number of max pooling layer or min pooling layer I should basically use it. So for that particular case, we basically use transfer learning technique. These are some of the state of art algorithm, and this they have won basically the ImageNet classification problem statement. So you can basically use the same transfer learning technique, use the exact same weight, change the number of outputs, and then you can basically train your entire data set from scratch. Okay, so transfer learning technique is also super important. Now, after you probably cover transfer learning technique, then you go with object detection like RCNN, SSD, YOLO, right? Here you're specifically solving use cases related to object detection, right? Some of the examples may be, right, suppose let's say there is a factory, number of items that are coming inside the factory. It should be able to detect that particular item and should be able to increase the counter, right? Some of the applications that I have personally done in my previous companies, right? So in the basement that actually put a camera, it should be able to detect whether the person is wearing a helmet or not, whoever is coming in the basement, right? And based on that, that notification can go to that specific person. Face image classification, face recognition. In Facebook, the face recognition application is so superbly implemented, right? So all those things will definitely come in the object detection part. Then at the end of the day, you have to really solve a lot of end-to-end deployment projects. But at the end of the day, you combine all these things before you probably deploy the project and convert that into an application. At the end of the day, guys, this is super important. If you know how to do a deployment of the project, how to create an end-to-end project with respect to deep learning, that will be super, super important. Now, with respect to this, you also need to be perfect in some of the libraries. One is opencv. This is super important. Whenever I talk about image processing, whenever I talk about converting your video frames into images, some or the other way, this opencv library will be super important for that, right? It has a lot of methods, it has a lot of functionalities. Again, this can be used along with Python in order to solve your task, right? Coming to the next thing where you can apply all these kind of algorithms, you basically require two libraries. One is TensorFlow and PyTorch. Either of them you can basically use because most of the functionalities has been solved by both of the libraries. I usually personally prefer TensorFlow because it has come long back. PyTorch recently, just 2 to 3 years back, Facebook has come up with this PyTorch. Okay, so again, you can definitely try it with it. So this was in overall the roadmap to learn computer vision. But again, understand at the end of the day, your input is in the form of images and video frames, and you're trying to solve some application with respect to that specific input. Okay. Yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you, Wanda. Bye bye.